welcome to Smokey, Steve, and Marc.
I'm Mark.
I'm Steve.
And welcome to Friday Night Chit Chat.
TGIF.
Remotely.
Indeed. Remote, yes.
Yes,
we are
remote.
live from Kuwait.
Yes.
I
guess we'll never be going back to the...
I guess, no.
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 We won't have a video from the old place.
No, we won't. There's no tour from the last apartment. It doesn't exist anymore. Well, it exists. So...
Yeah, so I guess, if you're just catching us and aren't sure what's going on, right?
Yeah.
We are not at our apartment anymore. And we're safe. We're well. Everything is good. And we're in much better spirits today than we were on Wednesday.
Yeah. Day before yesterday. Yeah.
And we have some updates for you. But basically, in a nutshell, very quickly, on Wednesday morning around 11:30, we had a knock on the door. And it was the city officials, and they said that our building has been condemned due to unsafe conditions, and it was electrical,
sewage in the basement,
there was a lot of things that were wrong with the building, and that we had to vacate immediately, and that's what we did.
We did. They were turning the utilities off an hour from that time.
Yeah.
So
everybody in the building, we were all displaced.
Yeah, it was all affected, all 6-7 apartments.
Yeah, and the city put us up in a hotel for 5 days. That's where we're at now.
That's where we are.
And so that's where we're at now, and that's what happened. It was quite jarring. It was quite emotional.
It was upsetting.
Anybody who caught our live stream on Wednesday, it was it was stressful.
It was heavy stuff.
Of course, we ran to you.
Yeah.
we needed help. We needed support. And you guys came through. Thank you so much for being there and all the words of encouragement. Thank you. And we'll get to that a little bit later.
Yeah.
But we wanted to update you on where we're at right now.
Okay. So I guess where we'll pick off. So there was one apartment that we had been eyeing. We were referred by a friend. And they got us in. I just had to do the application process. Yeah. Okay. And this apartment is right next door. The building right next door to ours is where this opening was. And we got a referral from this woman. So, so I have to do, everything's online now. So I had to do the application and all my information and all, to try to make sure everything was on the up and up.
Talk about deja vu.
We just did this 6 months ago. So filled all that out. And then there were some other things that needed to come with. So there was documents, I had to send pay stubs, all that kind of stuff that they always want. And they said, okay, we'll let you know. And they were like, when can you take a tour of the place? I'm like to show it to us to see if we wanted it. I'm like, same day we move in.
This is an interesting situation. We had to explain to them the circumstances and time sensitive too.
That we were suddenly homeless and looking for a place.
Yeah.
And so that seemed to. I was optimistic, but you don't know. It seemed too easy. It seemed
dreaded credit check.
The credit check. So I threw both of our names on there, and I don't know if they put us as co-tenants. I think it was maybe mine, but you had a hard hit on your credit, checking to see how it was, and I didn't check and see if I did.
They checked.
But one or the other
checked my credit because I got an alert saying that. Yeah.
One or the other did well enough credit-wise, which is stunning to me. To get approved. So I got a text saying we were approved to live there.
We were approved.
And wouldn't you know, just trying to ruin it for ourselves. There should be another shoe dropping. Nice things don't happen all that much. You deserve something. All the negative self-talk, probably fueled by negative thoughts over a period of a few days.
Sure.
Kind of maybe a different, harder thought pattern to get out of, because you're just waiting, because that was unexpected and was terrible. So now something else unexpected and terrible could happen.
I'm right there with you on that.
But on a lighter note, we have a new place to go.
We do. We're no longer homeless. And it is that apartment right next to the building we're living in.
That's where we got.
If you've been watching, we showed it. If you ever saw the yard pictures, it's like
the one where I'm rolling down the hill at the opening of Coffee Talk. It's the building on the right-hand side.
I mean, our windows looked at their windows.
Yeah. Bigger building. Better management.
Walk right,
they were
right
super
there.
And it's first floor.
Right there.
So
there's
first
floor, 2 bedrooms, a little patch of yard out front for a little garden. Right out front of our apartment.
Yeah.
Porch, And I don't know. You'll see it
You'll see
when
the
we
rest
see
of
it.
it.
We haven't physically seen it. We saw pictures and that. But,
Yeah,
you
and
know.
the woman who referred us lives in an apartment that's identical but mirror image.
Yeah.
And she thought it would be a good fit.
Yeah.
So
And she was going to be my gardening buddy anyway this year.
Yeah, now she was
Now she's my neighbor.
now she's an angel. I
She
texted
is.
this woman
She
throughout
is.
the process, and it finally when we were approved, she said, "I'll let you know by the end of the day." 15 minutes later, I got a text saying that we were approved for it. I'm like, and then we talk money. After that, pet deposits and the like.
Yeah.
But they give us a solid total that we need to move
Again, deja vu.
Deja
vu. But that was like, I mean, we had a wedding coming up. We had all this stuff coming
There
up.
was so much.
Oh, wow.
The wedding was probably a touch more humble, given the fact that we had to drop
We had
money to move on
move,
short notice,
yeah.
quick. So
and we do, now too. But we're going to be able to do it. And we're in a better place than a lot of other folks who were in the building. I was talking to a guy today who's in there and just doesn't know what he's going to do, and something like this really, one, throws you off kilter a little bit,
Yeah.
and two, gosh, throughout these last couple days, I just want to get this over with because I get all emotional. I get emotional, but I'm reminded of the goodness, in the world. I really am. I mean, from complete strangers to family to friends to you guys.
Yeah.
Kind of reeling in and showing the support that you did. You got us through a particularly difficult time.
Yeah.
This was something that was very difficult, and I personally really had a hard time with. It's my worst fear. Like, my safety net, my place where I go that's safe, and being pulled out from under you.
It played on all your biggest fears.
Yeah.
All the situations that have happened that you don't want to have happen again. And even though it's nobody's fault, it's not the tenant's fault that it happened.
No.
It still happened.
It still happened.
And it landed everybody
Yeah.
going different directions. There was, I guess, a couple tenants that took up the offer of his to live in another property
That he owns. Yeah, they did, yeah.
and they checked it out and they said it was same, if not worse.
And they said that they don't have a choice. They have to do it.
Yeah, they don't have any other
And that was our
resources.
backup plan because we may not have had another choice to just move over to another one of his buildings.
Yeah.
I'm glad we don't have to do that and deal with him anymore. And we're still a little in shock. Like he said, like we're waiting for the other.
Waiting for them to be
drop.
like, "Oops, you forgot this part of it. I'm sorry, we can't rent."
Yeah,
to
we
you."
take it back.
Something like that.
But
So-
we are. But the deposit. We already.
I paid
they
the
already have
deposit, which was enough to take the
Yeah.
listing down,
Yeah.
and then we're settling up, I believe, on Monday.
On Monday.
After we all meet in person and make sure we like the place.
Yeah.
The bedrooms aren't as big as our bathroom or something, and
Yeah.
and it's so convenient.
Gosh, talk
So
about
convenient.
an easier move. Yes.
It's a first floor apartment to a first floor apartment with 2 rooms, which means still have a studio.
We still have.
We'll still have a studio. We'll still have a room that the cats can have for their own, for their boxes and all that stuff.
Still have space to do a little gardening. I don't know, I don't know them yet or anything to know if I could do a big garden like we were going to do at the other place. But but that's not something to worry about now.
That's not the big concern at the moment.
We were literally homeless. And it reminds me also of how quick things can change.
Things can change so fast.
Very fast.
Just
we had
boom.
no inkling. I did not know this was.
No, but live and learn, I guess. And we bounced back. We had a ton of support. My parents are unbelievably helpful with
the kitties are with.
The cats are still with them.
They're visiting grandma. Oh, look.
Guys,
All right. First night in the new digs. What do we think?
we have a back end of 2 cats.
That's what they think.
That was their first. That's when we dropped them off,
dropped
and
them
we're
off.
trying not to cry. They
and the two of
never
them-
been apart from them. Well, we've
I
gone on
know.
vacation.
We have, and
But
we've left, but they stayed in their own
grandparents came to the
place.
house,
Yeah,
yes.
they came too, and they were checking on them.
Yeah.
Also, it wasn't like the thought that even we would leave them there while it's condemned, and we would run back and forth and feed them is just not. I mean, it's so cold. You would run back to the property.
I went back twice since to pick up some things, and it's
Everything's
cold.
still there.
Yeah,
It's still secure, and it should be moved within just a
plants
couple
are
days.
okay. Everything's okay, but I couldn't. No, there's no electric or anything. I could
No,
never
it's probably like
leave them there.
in the low 50s in there.
So yeah, the support, especially with your parents,
yeah. And of course, y'all. Not to
and y'all.
you spoil two people in
I'm
a hard
overwhelmed.
time. Overwhelmed. Humbled,
I did not
maybe?
anticipate that show of support. When we went on live, we really just wanted to let you know what was going on and to be able to talk to some people and maybe get some advice.
Yeah.
And the messages and the gifts and. We don't know how to thank you, but to say thank you.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to go back to every single part. I don't.
No, and very, very quickly.
Thank you. I mean, and even like the people, there were even some folks who went over, sent a gift of money to our Cash App, was saying you're going to need access to this immediately. So I did it through Cash App for you. Please, better days are coming. Better day. To think like that through, and I don't know what I'm trying to say. I guess what I'm trying to say is thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was so overwhelming and so unexpected and so
Humbling.
grateful.
I'm very humbled by the whole, and we're just so fortunate to know so many kind
people,
kind with their time,
Thank you.
who will listen to us, and watch our
like,
stuff.
Show
and,
that you care, like you, you really care.
Even
and,
some lurkers stepping out of the back. I see you back there, okay?
Yeah.
Coming up to share a word with
The
us.
messages and the emails, and we got a couple gift cards I forgot to tell you. We got for Walmart, and I just don't
very,
know
very
how
generous
to,
at a very
thank you.
very nice time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And needed. These were things I didn't even cross my mind. Money didn't even cross my mind. You're gonna need a new place. You're gonna need startup money. I didn't even think that far ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And with your advice, everybody was saying, don't
do it.
Don't go with the same landlord. Don't take.
Well, most of our life isn't majority rule vis-a-vis live streams, but y'all made good points.
You made a lot of good points,
and it just helped kind of push it along. And when what happened today started to fall into place, I'm like, this is, I think, what's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
I texted the woman and I was like, I don't do metaphysical stuff, but there was something very convenient and very beneficial about just she was coming out of her house. And we were walking down the porch with our stuff, with the orange thing on the door. And she's like, oh, guys. And that was it.
Yeah.
And then we had a cheerleader.
She called the owner, right then.
We had a cheerleader.
Yeah. And everything fell into place. And, why we're having such a hard time talking. I mean, this is coming from two guys who struggle with some mental illness things. And one of them is... being worthy of things like self-worth and things like that. So, it's a little difficult. Of course it would be. Mm-hmm. And, expecting the other shoe to drop. These are all things that we're still working through. Yeah. Even though I'm 50 years old and been working through it my whole life,
I can say mine totally flared up
yours
because
did.
of what happened.
Yours.
All of my emotions, all of them did. It took me probably about 24, 36 hours to get back to thinking clearly. I couldn't speak because I was like, and it wasn't necessarily, my body was making all that happen. My body's like, this is upsetting, you will cry. And I'm like,
Well, your entire life has been turned upside down. Everything has been. I mean, you don't have a home.
Quickly, permanently.
Everything else goes. Everything. Yeah. You work from home as much as you work in the office.
I know.
You don't have a home
That's
to work
when I talked
from.
to work. I spoke to work because my work's a little different than Mark's. I have a little stricter attendance policy. Mm-hmm. So they're working with me on that to use up my pay time off. Mm-hmm. And then if I need to take extra time on that, they're willing to help with that. Accommodating that at all is making me very grateful for work. Yeah. I also work a really good place with really decent, nice people.
I do too.
And not just because they support me. I've seen them support each other. I've had coworkers get sick, and we've done that. They look out back and forth. So I was happy to have that support. My parents, of course, are superstars. Yeah. And when we get moved in, we'll just keep it moving.
We'll pick up right where we left off.
Where we left off, just about 100 feet away.
Yeah.
Literally, guys, it's that close.
Yeah.
It is. It's right next door.
Yeah. When we go tomorrow, I'll get some pictures and we'll
Yeah,
put
we'll
them
get
up
some
on
photos.
Facebook and show you.
And that makes me happy because you walking, you getting up and down stuff, even, to the little bit you should only be helping with us moving.
I know. Now I'm starting to stress about that because I don't know how much I can do, and I'm going to do more. Like, I know I'm going to push myself, but of course I am. We're moving.
Well, I mean, you'll do most of the packing anyway.
Yeah,
You have
I can do that,
I just do the monkey work. I just lift it and move stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
So you can handle that stuff. My mom helped us pack last time.
Yeah.
When we were moving from the first time. So.
And I have a few people at work, that I'm going to keep my eyes on, and let's see if they'll come and help
They'll
and
moving.
lift some
Yeah.
like furniture and stuff like that.
This should be notedly easier
than the last one?
It should be much. It's in the
I think
same
so.
neighborhood. We can walk the stuff over.
Not to say it's not going to be a little difficult,
Yeah.
but I think it'll be easier.
But we can also do it over a period of time because the building
can.
next
That
door,
was
which
another
is
point,
abandoned,
right.
during the daytime we can go in and out.
Yeah.
So we can get the bed, the TV, the big stuff over. And then as,
Over the next couple
weeks we'd have time
Bring
to
the
go
rest-
in and
yeah.
bring the stuff out.
Yeah.
So that's looking good as,
Yeah.
as an option. I'm going to be off again until maybe Tuesday or Wednesday from work.
I have
to cover that.
Yeah, I got to work. I
They're
did go to work today,
Mhm.
and it was nice to get my mind on something else. And
Yeah.
then the good news came in, and it didn't sink in. It still really hasn't.
It hasn't sunk in now
but-
that you can drop your shoulders and rest.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, and we just now we
I
were
was
like we're I said we're doing a video tonight. We gotta
let
let
people
them know what's going on.
Yeah,
So it's not over yet, but I'll tell you, we're in a much better place.
it's in a better
now.
direction.
Yeah,
It's
it
looking
is.
much
Yeah.
better.
And
So
the major point was to thank you
everybody
for your support.
for every form of support that you've shown us. Thank you.
Yeah.
We're just two guys on YouTube.
Very true.
It's always I know. Well, we're two decent guys on YouTube, but it's nice to have people show that they care. When something hard is going on, just sit in the chat and just reassure us and give advice and all that kind of stuff. It's very helpful. So
It is.
thank y'all very much.
So I can't wait to do our first video in the new place. I'm already thinking.
You're already ahead.
I'm already.
It'll be another
We
9
actually-
months. Maybe
I
we'll
had
show
to-
it to you.
I told him last night. I'm like, you know what? We're gonna be in the hotel. We're gonna stay an extra.
We're gonna stay an extra 2
till
days
Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna bring the Instant Pot to the hotel, and we're gonna do a video how to cook
to,
in
cook in
a
a
hotel
hotel
room,
room.
And then he's like, can we
Absolutely
just
not.
wait for a minute here until we get things straightened
Yeah,
out? I'm
can we
like,
just,
"All right."
keep
Oh,
it
yeah.
chill?
But I still think it would be a great idea.
Yeah. Well,
The other lady who's here, she brought her air fryer.
yeah. Well, good for her. She had children with her, though. You got
She does, yeah.
It's too expensive to feed a kid out every
No.
single meal.
We do
you
have
know.
a microwave and a fridge,
We do. We went grocery shopping. We got
Yeah.
Uber Eats one
Yesterday
night.
we got Uber.
I had $20 off a purchase of
Yeah.
30, so I ended up getting enough food for both of us. Plus, I got an extra sandwich for the next day, and I think we spent $20.
Yeah, it was nice.
For
Yeah.
$40, $50 worth of food. So that was a nice treat, but it was a cheap treat too. So
And then today we went up to the local Wegmans,
Mhm.
and they have a fantastic prepared food bar.
yeah.
I got salmon, and you got.
I got it with sesame chicken and a
Sesame
little bit of
chicken.
lo mein, and then I
Yeah.
picked up a couple apples to have some fiber, and that was about it. You got a piece of cake.
I did get a piece of.
You got a
cake.
large German chocolate cake.
I don't
is it,
care.
or-
I will emotional eat tonight. I'm not even worried about that.
I got a
right
box
now.
of cinnamon
Yeah.
rolls. Well, 4. There's 4 cinnamon rolls, but they're more like cinnamon roll glazed donut type things.
Mhm.
But that's okay. I didn't eat today. I did a lot of up and down, up and down.
I know,
up
I'm
and down
like
the
a
stairs,
bit-
smoking.
Thank you, by the way. I mean, he did most of it. I did go to work on Thursday and Friday, half a day Thursday, and I did go all day today. And he did most of this work with the application and the back and forth with the. You did all that.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate that.
Well, you're more than welcome. I guess I'll let you stay.
all right, good. Well, that's good.
I guess.
Reluctantly.
It was so funny. We were at the agency that was hooking us up with the hotel.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Are you partners or are you married?" And I was like, "We're
We're married.
We're married."
We're like legally and
Legally.
everything.
which made a difference because the amount of money they were willing to offer for a little first month's rent type of support depended on how big your
Oh,
family
that's
was, and
right,
there was 2
yeah.
of us. Otherwise, they would only have offered a one bed,
Mm-hmm.
probably to each of us as two individuals who were,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So that was very, very nice. And it's so nice to say that without a bunch of people going, oh, what's that like? It's like being married to a guy. What do you think it's like? I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's nice to giggle a little after a while.
It is. Yeah, the last 2 days.
Yeah. So tonight's plan is just to chill. We bought food to eat. Mark loves to edit, so he'll edit this video.
Yeah, I'll edit the video.
I'm gonna get a 350-degree shower, because the hotel shower is quite warm, and then just chill for the rest of the night and not have to worry about. There's nothing to do at the moment until Monday.
It's like nice. There's really not. And well, no, you're right. No, there isn't. We have a place. Oh,
no, we have somewhere to go. We have a way to drive there. We have it a lot better than the folks that we were living with. I know we have it better than almost all of them.
Almost all of them.
Because we moved in with the new renovated apartment with the higher rent, and they were looking.
Ours was the only one that was renovated. The other
Yeah.
ones were not. They were the original.
They were not. They were
way, and
original.
I didn't go into any of the other ones. But
No,
I can
but
just imagine.
Nobody was there because it was like a step up. Like,
Yeah, right.
generally. Like, it was for us because our first place was so modest. But,
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see what the new place is like. We'll see how much crap we can fit in there. It should be easier to move because everything is, like, on racks, ready to go.
Yeah.
I have to double check, but there may be laundry in the basement.
Oh, yeah, we may actually
have to double
laundry
check.
in the apartment.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a hookup, or it might be a shared one. I'm going to find out.
Yeah.
But that's a very nice thing. Because we
It
didn't
is.
have laundry, we'd have to go to the
No
laundromat.
wonder washer.
No, unless I just want to wash my favorite socks or something like that. We're not going to use it.
Yeah.
So that's the rest of the night, and then we're going into tomorrow, which is usually coffee talk. I'll be frank with you, I don't know.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see.
See
I'll keep you
how
posted
you
on the
feel
community
and,
board.
you know.
We'll see how tomorrow looks, but
But we'll definitely keep you
We'll post
posted
it.
on everything. You know what's happening. We're not gonna like disappear or anything. So you know that'll be good. So and we don't want to keep you too long tonight either. It's Friday.
It's Friday. Go out, do something fun.
Yeah.
Stay home and do something fun. Go out and do something fun.
Yep.
Well, that's all she wrote, I guess, for now. So, thank y'all for joining us. Thank y'all for being here. You don't even know how much it matters. And thank you for watching. Please do subscribe. Notification bell. You get alerts when we have new videos and go live. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. That should be below in the description. Thank you, and we'll check in tomorrow and see what's what.
We will. Yeah. Thank you again, everybody. I know I say it a lot, but it really means the world to us. Thank you very, very much, and we'll see you next time. Okay.
All right.
Ciao, everybody.
Mwah.
Mwah.